Hello, Richard Dodson here from tactfulselfpromotion.com. And right now I just wanted to share kind of a core story. How did I start thinking about tactful self-promotion in my own career? And it was a kind of an interesting lesson. It was several years ago, many years ago. I was working in Silicon Valley and in a wonderful, innovative career center, and I was designing the training, and I was training trainers and kind of running this innovative center. And I had a partner who worked with me, Laura, and she was a good lesson in tactful self-promotion. And here's the example that just stands out in my mind. So one of these days we were walking down the hall and just, chatting about what we're doing, and we run into my boss, Tim. And Tim says, "Hey, how you guys doing?" So Laura looks up and says, I'm doing so well. I'm so excited. I just finished the design for this training module on interviewing. I think it's great, and I think it's going to help a lot of our candidates find jobs faster. So I'm really jazzed. And Tim said, "Great, let me know how it's going." He said, "I will." Then he turned to me and he said, "Man, how's it going with you, Richard?" And I looked up and I said, "Fine." Right. So afterwards, Laura, she, I can still feel kind of that blow in my side. She said, "What are you thinking? How do you expect him to know what you're doing if you don't tell him? You're doing all this innovative work, all this great stuff. He's not going to know. Do you expect him to be a mind reader?" And I'm thinking, well, that would be helpful. But I really took that to heart, and I started to think, how is he supposed to know what I'm doing if I don't tell him? And I think you'll agree that Laura didn't overdo it, right? She didn't promote herself. She didn't sell herself. She expressed her enthusiasm, her excitement, but she was also able to tie it to the outcomes that our program was supposed to have for our clients. It's not something you can do if you're not ready for it. It's not something you can do if you're not adding value and you're not able to articulate that value. Now, to my credit, I did not do what I'd say most people do in this situation. How's it going? Well, pretty good, but boy, these meetings are just driving me nuts, right? And we complain. Even to our boss. So just that, at least, my boss knew I was chipper. I was fine, but I didn't do myself any good by communicating what value I was bringing. So the point of this is that tactful self-promotion doesn't have to take a lot of time, it doesn't have to be a lot of effort, and it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. We simply need to be prepared. We need to know what value we're adding. We need to be able to express with enthusiasm what we're up to when we're asked that simple question, "What's up? How you doing?" So again, we have a whole chapter called about sharing your accomplishments and learnings, Empower Your Career, where I hope that's a valuable chapter. But I wanted to give you a taste of it so you had some ideas that you could start applying today.